What's up, everybody? In my last full video, I focused on the Creature Commandos, which of course is a DC property, but I didn't want to have a super long video, so I left out these other DC pops that I'm about to show you all. And I do want to start off with the Joker on the beach, and this of course is the Jack Nicholson Joker. And in one of my recent videos, well, I don't know, maybe it was a while ago now, but I did share my Batman collection, or at least the majority of it. So if you saw that video, you saw that I do have some of the other pops based off of those older Batman movies. I wanted to make sure I added this one to the collection as well. I am going to get this out of box in a moment, and I'm going to leave it out of box, and it's a good thing that I intended to do that anyway, because this box is actually pretty beat up. It has damage on the corners. You see that it's kind of warped. Has these like fingerprints and marks all over the plastic. I did get this from Amazon, and I don't typically order pops from Amazon because of the way that they ship some of their figures. You can even see it's like some creasing on the back. So yeah, people that are kind of picky about you know, the box condition, Amazon is really not the greatest to go with. Only pops I really get from them tend to be exclusives, and the only reason I got this one and the next one that I'm about to show you is because I had some cashback credit to use, and I just decided to go for this knowing that I was going to take it out of box regardless. And the other pop that I'm about to show you, I'll probably take it out of box as well and just keep it out of box. But yeah, if you're really picky about box condition, then Amazon is just not ideal in my opinion. You can let me know your own experiences with them, but I do think this is a pretty cool looking figure. Definitely had to have this for the collection. And then the other figure that I got from Amazon here is Clown Hunter. Now I'll be honest, I really don't know much about this character. I think I did buy a comic where he was on the cover, but I don't even think I got to reading it. When it comes to comics, like if I don't find the time to read them right away, they kind of get set aside, and I might forget about them because I just have so much else going on. I really wish I had more time to read comics, but yeah, like I said, don't know a lot about this character or really about this storyline, and right now this is the only pop that I have out of this set. But I do want to get the other ones eventually. I've been seeing them around on store shelves. It seems like they'll be easy to track down when I'm ready for them. I just haven't gotten to them just yet, but I do like the look of these figures, and I am really glad that they've done, you know, some characters here that we haven't seen before as Funko Pops. That is pretty cool. The Signal, I wish that was a glow-in-the-dark pop. I won't lie about that, but yeah, I do think these are pretty cool overall. Batwing, definitely, I've seen him around in stores quite a bit. I actually had this full set on pre-order with the company. I won't name the company, but I'll just say that they were taking a really long time with the shipping, and I was seeing these pops in stores for months, so I just canceled that order, and I just figured, you know, I'll just get these individually along the way. But yeah, Clown Hunter here. If you want to share anything about the character, feel free to share in the comments. But yeah, hopefully eventually I'll get to read and learn more about this character. I do think he's pretty cool looking. Now moving on here, I did get most of the pops that they have for Suicide Squad Isekai, and I did actually watch that series. So we have Katana here. Definitely like this look for Katana, this very anime styling look that she has going on there. And by the way, these two pops, like I already said, the Joker and Clown Hunter, I'm going to get those out and keep them out of box. The other pops here, I may get them out just for the video and then box them back up. I think I want to keep them in the boxes, but yeah, I think this is a pretty cool looking Katana, and I did like her in the series. She wasn't like heavily utilized, but she had some really good action in the series. I thought that was pretty cool. Still a little bit silly to me that Harley Quinn can hang with her at all in the fight, and Harley Quinn did struggle against her, but still, Katana should be easy to you know, defeat Harley Quinn, I think, even though I do like Harley Quinn, obviously. But next up here we have the Joker from Suicide Squad Isekai. So I didn't end up with the chase, and I'm not going to try again for it. I just don't think it's that important to me. But the chase is, he has a knife in his left hand, and he's like holding it up. That's the only difference with it. Would have been nice to get it, but I'm not going to stress that. I do like this look for the Joker. I wasn't crazy about the way that they used him within the series, though. If you've seen the full series, you may know what I'm referring to, the way that things ended. I just feel like writers sometimes, they feel like they always have to make Joker so important to the storyline. I don't think that's always necessary. So I wish they hadn't have done that the way things ended up. But yeah, still like the look of this version of the Joker. I thought he was interesting in the series. And then, of course, I did get the Harley Quinn as well. And I do like this pose that she's in, and I'm definitely getting her out of the box to show her off because you can't even really see her super well inside of this box. I mean, there's the look on the side, but I want to get her out and take a closer look at this figure. Now, I didn't get the Deadshot just because I'm not super crazy about this look for Deadshot, but I don't know, maybe to just have all the common figures. Maybe I'll get him eventually, but I'm definitely not in a rush for it. And I can't remember, I think he did wear the helmet maybe early on in the series, but he mostly was unmasked. I kind of like the look of the helmet though. I feel like they just don't use it enough in animation and live action. I think it's pretty cool looking though. But yeah, this is nice to, you know, have another Harley Quinn in the collection always. And then of course I do have also here, and I'm surprised how quickly these released after being revealed. I have here the Pride Harley Quinn. So this is of course a DC set here. And you see that they do have Batwoman, they have Poison Ivy and Tim Drake. I might get the Poison Ivy just because I really do like Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn as a couple. You know, with the animated series of Harley Quinn, that's one of my favorite things about it. I love how supportive they are of each other as a couple. And plus, they're just two really cool characters. A lot of humor with them. I like how Poison Ivy kind of has that dry humor to play off of Harley Quinn's more zaniness, you know. So yeah, they're a great couple together. And I'm noticing now that the poses here are kind of similar. So, you know, when I get them out of the box, we'll see just how similar these two figures are here. Start off with the Joker on the beach, taking a closer look at him. And the details are just so right from the movie. You know, the seagulls, the beach ball there. And that bottle he's holding in hand, that relates to the poison products that he put out into Gotham. It was actually pretty dark time in the movie. I mean, there's a lot of dark elements to it, but that was what was so good about Jack Nicholson's Joker. He really found that balance between having kind of some silliness to it, but being dark at the same time. And one thing I always like about the Joker is that his jokes are funny to himself, not really to anybody else, because obviously he's hurting people. And again, they really got that right with this version of the Joker. So I actually do have a good spot on one of my shelves for this particular figure, and I will show you that at the end of the video. But I like how colorful this is. It's going to add some color to that shelf. That'll be pretty cool. Then we got the Clown Hunter here. I noticed right away, paint job could have been a little bit better on this figure, but it's not a major issue. His stance is kind of awkward. It really looks like he would fall back, but he actually, you know, stands pretty balanced. I guess it is because the sneakers are kind of large here. But yeah, he's in an interesting pose there. I like that he has the bat with the actual like batarangs on there. That is pretty cool. And he's wearing a backpack as well, which I didn't notice that before until I actually got him out of the box. And that's an interesting helmet he's rocking there. So yeah, looking forward to learning some more about this character. But yeah, that's pretty cool there. And like I said, the box for that one is kind of beat up as well. So I'm just going to leave it out of box. He did want to fall back a little bit there, but that's just because this table is not perfectly flat. Okay, then we got Katana here. Now, I do think it is cool that she's about to actually draw her blade there. Well, actually, I say she's about to draw, but now that I'm looking at it close, no, I guess she's just holding it in place because the blade would be drawn from this side. It's still cool, though, the way that she has that pose there, but I wonder if that's, I don't know, you'll let me know what you think about that, if that's actually intentional or not for her to be that way, because it does look like she's meant to be drawing the weapon, but she wouldn't draw from that side, so I don't know. I'm not really sure how I feel about that pose now, but she still looks cool here from the front, of course, and she has that smaller blade on her hip there. Very light figure as well. I noticed that about it. Very light figure, but yeah, pretty cool look for this character. Then the Joker here definitely has an anime styling going on with him, and I like that it is, you know, so different looking from the other Joker figures that we have. It'll definitely stand apart, and I will put this figure, instead of having the Isekai figures together, I actually am going to put this Joker with my Joker collection. Katana, I'm not really sure. I guess I'll just put her with some other DC figures, and then of course the Harley Quinn figures, I tend to keep those together as much as I can. Although these Harley Quinn figures, they may have to go next to the ones based on the animated series, and then there was a set of Harley Quinn figures that came out last year. It may go in that area basically. But yeah, his suit looks pretty cool here. Pretty good look for the character. I do kind of wish that you know, the Common actually had a knife, and maybe the, you know, Chase maybe had like 2 of them or something, but yeah, it's still cool overall though. Now the Harley Quinn Isekai figure here, you see it does have a stand there because she's in this kind of leaping pose, and she does have the bat there. Yeah, it's got some of the pink coloring going on throughout the outfit with the classic red and black, of course. I like how they kind of mix the pink and blue, then the red and black there. Yeah, so it all works pretty well together. And then let's go ahead and look at the Pride one right next to it. And yeah, the pose is somewhat similar, but there definitely are some differences. So with the Pride one, she is holding her mallet there, and she's holding it in the other hand. She's holding it in her left hand there. The hairstyles are definitely different. You could tell with the Isekai one that this is more anime inspired. And it does have a lighter pink and blue to it, but then it also has sort of that green coloring going on. It actually has more than one shade of pink now that I'm looking at it closer. Yeah, whereas this one, it just has that darker pink and the darker blue going on. And the eyeshadow, of course, matching up with, you know, some of the coloring going on there. And you see the different shades of colorings going on her body. They both have the black, of course, but the Pride one does have the different shades of pink throughout the body, the outfit there. Yeah, but these are both pretty cool. I really like the look of both of these figures. I think they look great next to each other. It almost makes you want to keep them out of box, but I think both of these will go back in the box though. Especially with them being on the stand, I do want to be careful with them. As a matter of fact, one of them, I think it was this one, the Pride one, when I took it out of the box, it had come off of the stand. No, actually it was this one. I could feel it now. Yeah, the Isekai one, it was off of the stand, but it did go right back into the back there, so it wasn't damaged, thankfully. I know sometimes when Funko first started doing the stands like this, sometimes they would break. That was pretty aggravating. But yeah, both of these really cool figures here. And I like the detail here as well. You see the Jester hood back there for the Isekai figure. Pretty good detail in there. Yeah, so this is my new lineup of figures here. I'll be putting these into place, and definitely let me know what you think about these figures. Did you pick any of these up? Or are you going to pick up any of these figures? Did you go for this full set here with the Clown Hunter and those other figures as well? And there is the Joker on the beach in his new spot there. Yeah, I think that's a really good spot for him, especially being right there next to the Penguin. Yeah, I really like the look of this shelf. I think that turned out pretty well. But yeah, like I said, let me know what you think about the figures that I shared in this video, and what else do you hope that Funko will do as far as DC is concerned. Obviously, we're going to get some figures based off the upcoming Superman movie. I hope those pops turn out well. Hope the movie turns out to be great. But yeah, like I said, let me know what you think about the figures I shared and what you want to see in the future, and I will talk to you all again real soon.